Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Long kick shout. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies.
Dirty T Brown, Dirty T Brown, Dirty Brown, Dirty T Brown, Dirty T Brown.
Hey, welcome to Mark Goes to the Movies. It has felt like it has been forever since I've been able to record. I have a new, it's called a new studio. It is, I'm an empty nester, no kids in my house. So the work has been done. I think it looks pretty great. If you've seen pictures on Facebook, don't think I have it on the Mark Goes to the Movies Facebook or Instagram, but it looks pretty nice. Looking at it now, I'm just so amazed to be able to live in a house that has 3 bedrooms, and I now sleep in one. I now have a movie center just for one of the rooms, and now I have a just podcast. We'll call it podcast studio slash arcade. I have my pinball machine and I have my Simpsons arcade. Also, Frank is in the corner hanging out. This you've been wondering why I'm able to afford a 3 bedroom house by myself. It's because the house is sinking in a little bit, a little bit. However, this works out in Frank's works out in Frank's I don't know, advantage. Yeah, sorry. Max is over on the couch. He's distracting me. Works out in his advantage because he is a little bit too tall for the house. However, with it sinking in a few inches, and don't let it fool you, a few inches is a lot, all right? Few inches, he can now stand up comfortably without hurting his neck or falling over. He looks great. Pinball machine, I have some banners hanging up. Hang up both my banners. One is the Marcos, they're both Marcos the movie flags. There is one I did for the cover of the old window. Now goes great on the wall. And the other one is a poster. It was too small. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it looks amazing. I did have plans to put two shelves on the, let's call it the east wall. And I figured out, I know why this part of the house stays a little warm is because technically it's an addition. The back of the east wall is actually back of the original house. So it's like concrete or some shit. Does not want to have anything be drilled inside of it. It is abstinence for the one. It I basically, there's a board on the top of the wall that I guess uh I don't know, they use for the ceiling to cover the cracks because you can't drill anything into this wall. It's impossible. But I figured out how to put some hooks onto this board, and now it has a little poster on that one. I have another banner coming for the 1,000th downloads. If you hadn't heard, Mark Goes to the Movies, 1,000 downloads. I believe we're at 1,026. Not bad, and a little bit of a slowdown, but not bad for a weekend where just a week of just constantly building and rearranging the house. The old movie room, which if you hadn't seen, it has the 3 TVs. That is now in the traditional living room. I brought back the old couch, old Bertha. Uh, Amazed that it survived the trip from the shed to the house. This thing, it's got to be from the 70s. So you're looking at almost 50 years old. 50-year-old couch. It is, it's insane. But I got a cover for it, so I'm gonna put that back on there. And yeah, that's gonna be the couch or living room. I think it's better to go to a traditional way. Now that I have 3 rooms, Looks great. The only thing that still needs to be worked on is the desk. I spray painted the desk. Did did not work out. Spray paint's not good for paint for furniture you're gonna use. Especially if you do spray paint, you don't want to go cheap, which is what apparently I went. I went cheap. So I went to my old friend Timu, and if Timu's listening, I know you are. Please sponsor me so I can afford some of this stuff. And I got some vinyl, and I'm gonna vinyl wrap the whole desk, and hopefully it looks good. Um, but do like this setup. I have the old shitty couch. It's not the shitty couch, sorry. It is the old couch that is terrible to sit on. It's very uncomfortable. It is more like a giant dog bed. And I have the recliner that I was going to sell, but Jenna's cat destroyed. A great memento to leave behind. Appreciate that. Her cat destroying my couch, or sorry, chair, and now I can't sell it. Now it's here forever. So, is what it is, I guess. But yeah, saw the Michael Jackson movie. It's so weird they call it Michael and not nothing else. I have enjoyed the Michael Myers jokes though. It got me because I was like, there is a lot of controversy. Although I think the controversy is just it's press released. It's all from the critics, like the professional ones that was the episode of South Park where they smell their own farts. That those critics, like, he didn't do it. He was proven innocent. You don't think that these guys are just trying to make money with this crazy world we live in? Of course they are. They to kind of trash the movie, you know, judging by the box office, it made like $92 million just in the US alone and $200 million worldwide. So jokes kind of on them. I don't think anyone gives a shit about what they think. Hopefully you care about what I think. This is why I got 1,000 downloads, and I can tell you about this movie. The movie I thought was pretty good. It was an experience. I saw it on my birthday, April 22nd. It was a Wednesday, then a special preview night. So I've been really getting into with the AMC A list. I really enjoy the AMC giveaways they do. When I saw The Mummy, they gave me a poster. When I saw Scream 7, they gave me a poster. This week I'm gonna see a movie called Hokum. It's an Irish horror movie. And then next week I'm gonna see Mortal Kombat 2 quite a bit. We'll see at least double, for sure double. And they're giving out trading cards. So I really enjoy the movies that give you something with it. This is just a special preview night. Normally preview night's on a Thursday. This is on a day before, so it's a Wednesday. And it was very interesting. There was a so there was a guy next to me. I get B8 as many times as I can. I usually order my tickets way in advance. As soon as they go on sale, I'm ordering tickets. I do that because I want my favorite seat, B8. Now, what happened was they some guy bought a seat next to me. It was so fucking weird, dude. And it wasn't like he was a normal dude. If you know AMC, basically all the Dolby seats, the Dolby theaters are all like love seats with a arm in the middle, and you can up and down whether or not you're gonna be if you're with someone or if you're just there to be there, and you can put it down so you don't you have your own seat. And they have recliners, the reclining love seats pretty much with a thing in the middle. This dude, I sit B8 is on the right side of the love seat, and then this dude bought a seat that was on the left of the other love seat next to that one. So not not too close, but closer than I wanted to. So I sat in B9, and because the dude gave off weird vibes. He was there was a lot of people like Michael Jackson, but yeah, he was a weirdo. God, couldn't look him in the face because he was too excited for this movie. Like I was excited. I really wanted to see the Michael Jackson movie. This dude was like, this is what he lived for. He lived for the Michael Jackson movie. I don't know how many people I've seen clap during the opening credits. And like noticeably, like maybe in your head you do it. Like, all right, yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to see this movie. But to do it out in public is It's crazy. Also, he went to the movie by himself. I hope he has AMC because I can't say too much. I do go to the movies quite a bit by myself, but I also don't clap during the opening credits. So he's excited. Threw me off from the beginning. I was like, all right, yeah, dude, because he looked at me for reassurance, like, yeah. I'm like, yep, gave him a thumbs up, and gave him the thumbs up and nod actually. And this one, it's some CGI in there was kind of crazy. The same guys that did Bohemian Rhapsody. Although I don't know that much about Queen, I thought I knew more about Michael Jackson than Queen. Apparently, I didn't know too much about Michael Jackson. This movie covers a lot of the years that I didn't know about Michael Jackson, like Jackson 5 years. I didn't watch one of the hundreds of TV movies that they've made about Michael Jackson already. But yeah, it kept throwing me off. So the guy that plays Michael Jackson's dad is Coleman Domingo. He's been in some other stuff. He was in The Running Man, the shitty Glen Powell remake. Don't get me started on that one. That one's crazy. But yeah, Coleman Domingo was really good as his dad. Like I'm saying, I am saying like Coleman Domingo. Let's see what else he's been in. Apparently he's in Euphoria. I don't know that show. Um, he's in Disclosure Day. That one's gonna come out in June. The guy has a really cool voice. I guess he was in Candyman. Oh, uh, I didn't see Wicked. He's been in other stuff. What the hell do I know? Uh, that's crazy. I've seen him in other stuff. That's what's blowing me off. Maybe not. He's been in some other. Maybe because I've seen Disclosure Days trailer like a million times. That it makes sense that I'd recognize him. But no, he was tremendous as Michael Jackson's dad. Yeah, beat the shit out of him a couple times. Like everyone knows the joke where it's like he beat Michael Jackson into greatness, but damn, he beat that shit out of him. And the whole time I'm wondering is like, cause he's like constantly, trying to perfect the Jackson Five and all that stuff. He's like, my five boys, you got to really get into it. But what does oh yeah, Michael Jackson's from Gary, Indiana. Why is that not more known? Like I have no idea he's from Gary. Why is a steel mill worker from Gary, Indiana? What the fuck does he know about doo wop and the music business? What the hell does he know about the music business? What does he know about singing? What the hell, man? Also, they left some kids out of this movie too. I think Janet Jackson's taken out of it. I'd have to look up why, but yeah, she wasn't in it. I didn't notice it until someone mentioned that. Hey, Janet Jackson's not in this movie, but she's not. They but yeah, that threw me off. I want to take a minute here. I want to go through how great AI is. I use ChatGPT a bunch. There was a scene in the movie that I had to pull my phone out and Google, or not Google, chat it, right? I had to go through chat and figure out whether or not it was true or not because it seems so ridiculous. They're doing the Beat It video, and I guess he looks on the news. First of all, Michael Jackson lived with his parents way too long. They all did. They all lived in one house for way too long. It's funny how they got the gorilla bubbles or the bubbles. Like it was very. I guess they can't do real monkeys no more. They gotta have CGI monkeys and everything. But llamas are okay. He had a llama too. That was a big part of it. Like there was a lot of things that was like, hey man, you could have cut this out and then told more movie. Like I didn't even know that Michael Jackson had his llama and on all that. But no, it's funny. So I pulled out. He apparently he's in the studio recording and he's working on his first album, which was it Thriller? I don't know. It had to be Off the Wall. Let's look up. Let's look up Michael Jackson's. I didn't see it the second time. I went yard selling technically yesterday, Saturday. If you don't go to sleep, it's still the same day. I went yard sale on Saturday, so I didn't see the movie again. Well, Beat It was on Thriller though. That's what I don't get. So he has Off the Wall, right? See, again, this is where they jump around and they cherry pick some shit. That it's like, hey man, I really appreciate sure all your work and everything, but like you could have left some stuff out. You could have did 3 movies with this stuff if you told everything, but you skipped quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, Jermaine Jackson got a solo career. They don't mention that either. They're like, hey, I guess yeah, oh, maybe that's why he was scared. That's what should have been in the movie. Yeah, and then he moved to New York City to star in The Scarecrow as in The Wiz as the Scarecrow. Doesn't mention that. Yeah. So Off the Wall. That's a big one. What the hell, dude? This movie's confused me. I need to see it again, I guess. There's something that happened at the end of the movie that made me not want to go see it again for opening weekend. All right. So tell me the tracks. I wish I had Spotify open. Tell me what was on this fucking album, and it won't tell me what's on this fucking album. Oh, there it goes. All right, so Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. I know that one. And Rock With You. I know that one too. So none of these songs were big enough. Well, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough is 6 minutes long. God damn, dude. One is that my one girlfriend is with Paul McCartney. That's not fucking weird. Like they skip over that, huh? So all right, he's working on Thriller. We'll go with that one. What's on? This is exactly on Thriller. All right, the story is he's working on Beat It. I guess it was. Uh, looks now, yeah, it's on Thriller. So they skip over Off the Wall. He's working on Beat It. This gang violence thing pops up on the movie screen. It's a news report about Crips and Bloods. He says he has a bodyguard named Bill. Calls Bill up. He says, "Hey, I want to get you a favor. If you know some people." Apparently, Bill's knows all the gang members in Los Angeles. So he gets these Crips and Bloods, pulls them all together in this garage, and he goes in there, and Michael pops up. No one sees the garage door open, and Michael Jackson show up. But apparently, the Crips and Bloods, violent gang members, are having a dance off, and they're like showing each other, the Crip walk and all that stuff. And they're showing each other dance moves about who's the better dancing gangsters. And apparently, they all come together because Michael Jackson starts dancing his ass off, and they forget all about gang violence. They forget all about who owns LA, but watch Michael Jackson dance. And apparently, the gang members in Beat It are, in fact, real Crips and Blood members, real gang members. I pulled my phone out. I go, Chat GBT. I said, Chat GBT, were Crips and Bloods actually in the Beat It video for Michael Jackson? Sure enough, this man got the Crips and Bloods, real gangsters, to put aside their differences and be in this video for Beat It. Whole new respect for this man. That's a true story. Not embellished or anything. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. He wasn't afraid of these gang members. He says, hey, let's all come together. It's a great song. It was so good that Alvin and the Chipmunks also covered it. Weird Al made it a little better, but pretty crazy. You got gangsters all together and put aside their differences. They anyways they go in there and yeah, I it's funny because like Thrillers for me it was told is the biggest album of all time, right? It's a huge album that everyone loves. Everyone knows the video Thriller. Also, I had no idea. I asked this question to my co-supervisor, Joe. Joe's a little older than I am. I think I'm not sure how old he is. I'd have to ask him later on today when I'm going to work. But Joe, I said, Joe, uh, in the movie, they say that that MTV will not play Michael Jackson's videos because he's a black artist. So I said, hey, they're putting a lot of money in these music videos. Thriller was a full film almost. I think you could buy it on DVD. It's a full thing. The fuck is financing these videos for Michael Jackson? He got John Landis to direct this one. And they don't have like a guaranteed, hey guys, make sure you got a place to play these videos. They weren't doing it. Like and it turns out again, ChatGPT saving the day again. Apparently there was like their music hours on I guess cable. I don't know because Joe didn't know anything about it either, and Joe definitely was alive at that point. But no, that just blew me away. It was crazy. Oh, and then Mike Myers is the record executive, or no, the executive of CBS Records. That's what he was working on. That's who they went to. They were talking to Mike Myers, and Mike Myers is to this point in his career now, where you're just like, you see him in a movie, and you're like, is that fucking Mike Myers? Is that Austin Powers? He's playing executives in every. He was like executive in Bohemian Rhapsody as well. So I got a notification. Who the fuck? Really hope this works. What I got? Excuse me, guys. Oh yeah, it's on. Got a notification that they did magic clips. I hope the audio is better. I've also been working on my speaking voice through ChatGPT. What it is they give you a stupid phrase you say over and over again, and I think one of it is basically to cut out uh, bridge words like and ums. So trying to cut those down while also making sure I'm not rushing through my whole conversations of what I'm trying to say. So if it sounds better, you can thank ChatGPT for the improved content, I guess. But yeah, the Michael Myers movie was great. Really enjoyed it. I wish they would have covered more. I feel like it needs to be 3 movies, right? The 70s, 80s, and 90s. Give me 3 of them. Should have been a trilogy. It's made enough money where, and then they messed up because they were going to end on the allegations for his sexual assault cases. But apparently, the guy that they settled with, they can't ever mention it in movie or film ever again. So they had to reshoot the ending. I just think they should have covered more of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the '90s Michael Jackson. That is the Michael Jackson I know. I was born in 1989. They stopped in '88. I would love to have seen more of the '89 Michael Jackson. Um, when he had money, like I get his dad was an asshole. Join the club, dude. But like that took up most of the movie. I don't know. Uh, really good though. Really enjoyed what I saw. I just Michael Jackson. He gets one movie. No, they better do 2 or 3 movies. They have the money now. They should do it. And it's funny because I was looking at the box office before on Wednesday. I was like, I wonder how much it's gonna make. It's gonna make a couple $100 million to break even. What I saw, and then you see like the Rotten Tomatoes, and they're like, yeah, the Michael Jackson movie's not good, and you see it. What I saw, so the movie's over with, and I'm putting look at my phone, looking at all the messages because I was a little bit late going to work. That's the great thing about working on night shift is that you can go to the movies, and then you can be a little late when you're a supervisor, and because you make up your time, you work, so you have so many meetings. What I saw, so all right, the credits go down, the credits playing, they're Michael Jackson songs. ones that I don't necessarily recognize. But like I hear everyone sing. The guy next to me, by the way, he's going nuts. I look at him because he's in my sight range, and I'm like trying to see if I need to move so he can get by. No, this dude looks back, and then gets really excited about what he saw. So I'm like, all right, well, the dude was weird anyways. So I get ready to go to leave. I hear singing, and apparently everyone moved forward to like B levels, like the first two rows, right? You have A and B. Then you have a big gap, a long platform, and apparently, I turn around and there's just a whole line of people dancing and singing to where I can't get out. They're blocking the exit. Can't get out of the movies because these guys will not let me. I also don't want to see like, oh man, I don't want to squeeze by and then like, like, hey, everyone's enjoying the Michael Jackson. You don't want to leave the dance early, but I also don't want to dance or sing. But that's exactly what I had to wait on. I wait for these guys to finish leaving, and two songs, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're waiting to leave and you need to go somewhere, it's a lot. It's a long songs, right? God, we saw the one that was like 6 minutes. It felt like I was there for 30 to 45 minutes, although I know it's an exaggeration. But yeah, that's the Michael Jackson movie. Enjoyed it. I hope you have the singing and dancing that I had to go through. Definitely gonna see it again because I don't know. I thought there was funny moments in it. It was enjoyable. The songs are really good. They do use some really songs I like. I like the Michael Jackson Thriller video, but yeah, it was really good. They should have called the movie Thriller. That's what I would have liked. Michael just sounds weird. Like what are they gonna call it? Michael 2, The Journey Continues. Michael Lives. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, that's it. That's the Michael Jackson movie. You should go see it. I give it. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. My favorite movie of the year is Undertone. Undertone is now out digitally. You can watch it anytime you want. It was one of my favorite movies. It's my favorite movie of the year by far. Just because I never had a movie, and maybe you have felt differently about it. I don't blame you. It is not for everyone, but I really enjoyed it. Undertone is my favorite movie of the year. Michael would probably be number two. Yeah, I'd give it number two. Scream was good. Super Mario was good. Super Mario moves to three. However, Mortal Kombat 2 is coming up, so they're both on watch at this point. I think Mortal Kombat 2 is gonna be the favorite movie of the year, unless they completely botch it, which is possible. But this is Mark Goes to the Movies. I am Mark. Go watch a movie, nerds.